Hello and welcome to the Sting of Time, episode 7, out of 52.
Not 7 of 9.
No.
7 of 52.
Tertiary adjuncts of Unimatrix King. Yes.
That's us.
This is we are watching the Scorpion King 52 times in a row, once a week. My name is Leeloo.
My name is Oskar.
Yes. And we just finished watching the movie.
Yep. We have seen Scorpion King 7 times now.
Yes.
That's I was gonna say that's 1 week of watching Scorpion King if you watched it every day. But it's actually 7 weeks of watching Scorpion King.
Once a week.
Yes.
We have. I'm not feeling well.
No.
I'm feeling poor.
I don't feel well either. I think we both are starting to feel it.
Yes. Or starting to feel it sounds very, but we're definitely, if there's a feel it graph,
continuing to feel it.
It's exponentially growing, I think. But next viewing, we will have watched it for 2 months. 2 out of 12 months. Only 10 remain.
That's how it is.
I don't think the math ever works out. I don't think you can ever.
I don't think you can ever do like if you're feeling bad about something and then you're like, I know, I'll do some math and that'll cheer me up, or that'll make me look at this from another new, fresh perspective. That seldomly pans out in a positive way.
I can think of yes, exactly. I can think of scenarios where that might be nice, like look at how much money I saved or something. But even when we have passed like halfway point or something, or even more, let's say we're on watch 42, then the math is still gonna tell you that you've watched the movie 42 times. So I don't think it's ever gonna be positive.
I remember saying during this watch that I didn't feel like I started watching the movie until halfway through the movie, essentially, and also that we, with 1 or like 1.5 exceptions, we didn't talk about anything concerning the movie for the first half of the movie. Like the movie was kind of just on.
Yes. Which I suppose will be happening more and more. I had a thought about that because I almost talked about it when we were watching the movie, but then I figured, no, I can save this. I can have at least one nugget of something. When, you know how it's always like, oh, when they reach the assault on the temple, that's like, oh, that's still half the movie left, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to know how much actual time there's left in the movie?
No.
It's 20 minutes left. It's fucked up.
Well, do you feel like 20 minutes is a lot or a little?
A little. There's an entire hour of the movie has passed, and there's 20 minutes left. And to me, it always feels like there's at least 40 minutes left.
It's interesting because the movie isn't really that long.
No, it's
like compared to, I was gonna say compared to a lot of movies, but whatever.
Yeah, I had a conversation about that the other day with someone who likes the Marvel movies, which is and all of those movies are. We talked about the new Doctor Strange movie, which looks like shit, and that movie is 2 hours long, and all of them are 2 hours long.
Yeah, Marvel movies are they're long. They're long and full of a lot.
Yes,
of nothing.
Girthy and long, but
exactly.
not quality. This movie is 80 minutes, I think, something like that. 85 maybe. I don't.
No, don't really have a lot to say. I remember we said, oh yeah, we said we were gonna make
A tier list.
yeah, a tier list of our favorite characters. I don't really want to. I just I feel like right now I don't really like any of the characters.
I still like the camel.
That's true.
And
I
I
like the
like
camel too.
Philos. Sorry,
Mm.
I like Theoden King.
Theoden King.
Mm. And I think Balthazar is becoming more and more.
Yeah, I said that during the movie that Michael Duncan Clark is really cool and good in the movie, and has I didn't say this, but I'll say this now, and I think he has a very good screen presence. He has a lot of good lines. Has compared to a lot of other characters slash actors in the movie, the actual good line delivery now and then,
Yes.
because he gives us classics such as "The gods are good to me" and
And
the what
ah!
exactly, and but also the what glory would be left for me. I like those lines.
Yes. I think I'm on record as well that I think Michael Duncan Clark is cute when he says it.
Yeah.
There's a good smile. I don't know. We could we could do the list. I don't really have that much else. I think this is the first
No.
time since maybe watch 2 I was considering like, oh, do I really want to do this?
Yeah. The, I haven't really thought that way yet, but I think this watch might have been like the first sign of a neuron firing in my brain that tells me like let's cut the camera, cut the yoke, you know, we're not gonna watch Scorpion King
Mm.
52 times.
Yeah,
Like this
exactly.
this is a we're young, full of life. We need to do something good with our time. We will regret this. Like the first inkling of that started to appear, but as is my my superpowers, I dispelled that instantly and merely shut off
Mm.
all those neurons got destroyed instead.
I don't think I don't think I necessarily felt that strongly about the project, as it were. I still think it's because if we stop now, watching the Scorpion King 7 times, that's nothing.
Yeah,
That's not a thing. Like, what is that?
that's like that doesn't have. It's not funny. It's not like something you can say. We watched it.
Yeah, it's nothing. It's nothing.
A
But
pure waste of time.
uh, I did definitely have the feeling of I don't want to watch this movie. I don't want to watch
Yeah,
this movie. I don't want to watch this movie.
yeah. I mean, I want to watch. I want to watch Voyager. I want to watch Star Trek Voyager. I don't want to watch Scorpion King.
Yeah, and I guess you know do that on free time. I think
Yeah,
this is maybe the first time where it feels a bit like work.
yeah,
But
definitely.
we did talk about how the energy is probably way lower when you're because we're not in the same place right now if you can believe it.
No, we are not.
And we didn't have a guest. I think at this point we're gonna have to start sprinkling in guests. I think for
Mm.
our sanity more than anything
Yeah,
else.
it's a bit, I guess, of it's important to maybe start sprinkling guests, both for our sanity, but also as a sort of mercy towards each other, because I think if we were gonna watch the Scorpion King 52 times and there were like no guests, no gimmicks, no nothing, I think we just end up hating each other down the line somewhere. So it's kind of like a safety precaution for that
Yeah,
as well. You gotta reload the gun.
exactly. Well, I don't know. We did play all Kingdom Hearts.
Did do that. You even took a Kingdom Hearts quiz.
Yes, I did.
Mm. I haven't taken a
Though
Kingdom
though
Hearts
that
quiz.
I always forget this. I was. This isn't even a joke. I was incredibly drunk for most of Kingdom Hearts.
Yes, that's true.
Uh, you know, and that's partially a reason why I don't want them to make more of them.
Mm. Do
Yeah.
you think? Do you think Scorpion King would have made for a good Kingdom Hearts world if it was a Disney property?
No, there's nothing in the world.
There isn't really anything in the world because the world building in the movie feels really. It's like it's like the world building of a really bad play or something because it's like I've said a few times while we watched Scorpion King that this is starting to really feel like I'm really getting the feeling that these are just a bunch of dudes standing around in a room, like LARPing or whatever. And the more I watch now, it's becoming so unbelievable, like the opposite of immersion to me, that this is supposed to represent some sort of real world in any sense of the word. And I started thinking about it a bit silently to myself and watched because you said while we were watching, I don't remember, it was in response to something I said, but who cares what I said, I don't remember, but it was something like that's just the kind of fantasy universe this is, you said in response to something I said.
Okay.
And that made me think that because this is a movie that's supposed to take place in the real world, and it's the kind of setting that's like there are things in the real world that are mysterious that we do not know of, such as scorpion Dwayne Johnson and mummies and sucking out or in, depending who you ask, scorpion spiritual matter or whatever. But it doesn't feel.
You know about prairie dogging when you're like, it's like you really have to take a shit and it's going in and out. I think it's called prairie dogging. I read this, or maybe I've seen it in a movie or something. That sounds weird or whatever. She's prairie dogging the scorpion thing. It's going in or out. It's like Schrodinger's shit.
That's what's going on. But no, to finish that, I was just gonna say that because the movie is like because I was thinking also about is this a sword and sorcery movie like Scorpion King? Does it qualify as a sword and sorcery like genre, that sort of thing? Which is maybe a discussion for another
I
time.
believe it's called a sword and sorcery movie.
Yeah.
And I think it is probably.
Yeah, I think so too. Because sword and sorcery you don't have to like it, but it can still be sword and sorcery.
Yes, there's
But
plenty of shit sword and sorcery.
Exactly. But I was gonna say that it doesn't really feel like it doesn't feel real, but it doesn't feel fantasy either. It's just fake, like it's fake to say. I don't know. That sounds like a really boring drug when you put it like
that. So you asked if this would make a good Kingdom Hearts world, and that made me think about Agrabah in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah.
Which, or is it? No, maybe it's in Birth by Sleep. Was it in a PSP or PS2? It's probably Kingdom Hearts 2.
Man, I don't know.
Anyway, I remember that area. I wanted to kill myself.
Yeah.
Playing it, and at least that had like the genie. Scorpion King has nothing. It's just Agrabah.
Yeah. It's so fucked up when you think about it because it's like that the comic relief, and sure, if you're gonna be like that, like in Aladdin, it's more like, the genie obviously serves a central like plot point, or is like part of the structure and so on, but is also obviously a comic relief character. Comic relief in a children's movie, or like whatever. But I mean, in Scorpion King, the comic relief is fucking Armpit and like arguably the kid, Tutu. And that's such a shit comic relief to have in a movie.
Yeah, but the
Because
joke,
because
he
the real
doesn't even have any jokes. The jokes are
yeah,
him getting punished.
I mean, Dwayne does more like quippy jokes or whatever than Armpit.
Okay, okay,
Like
lightning round. Tell me in an armpit joke. That's something that could be construed as being a joke.
Something something. It's not the motion of the camel; it's the size of the camel's nuts, or whatever he says.
Okay, that's one. Okay, I'll go, and then you have to go after. It's hold up tighter than a crab's buttocks.
That guy is fat when he's not.
He's been drinking that yak piss for over an hour now.
We can't go to the Valley of the Dead. That's why it's called the Valley of the Dead. I said what it was called twice.
He's dead. He's dead. You're alive. I knew it.
What is this? It says try not to die as the objective of the mission. Try not to get killed, I think it says actually. So much for not getting
killed. Okay, throw them down. One at a time. One at a time.
I'm not laughing at him. I'm laughing at you. I don't want to give any credit to Armpit. But yeah,
is that everything? I think that might be
everything.
That's
everything. I mean, the rest is just like him getting punched and
asking about the kebabs.
Yeah. Would you say that the whole I'm a prest is not an English word. I'm a priest of Seth.
Oh yeah, the whole. Yeah. Have you heard about the big money for my safe return?
Yeah, exactly.
No, that's not a joke.
That's not a joke. That's just being dumbass. And then like even more pathetically, like the kids' role in the movie, which is just completely no reason to be there.
Yes,
doesn't do anything.
Or well, in the end, at least.
Yeah,
he should have just been in the middle of the movie. I don't know how this happened. How did this happen, Oscar? I don't know how we got. Well, when they get to the camp and they're captured by the Viet Cong guys.
Oh yeah.
Dwayne walks past Tutu, the kid, street urchin. His name is not Tutu. And he looks up. Oh, it's Dwayne. Behind them, because I've watched. I don't know. Watch 1 and 2. I think I watched the kid. Watch 3, 4, 5, 6. I've watched the kid next to the kid because he looks like the gif of the black kid who's like.
Oh yeah.
He looks like that kid. I think maybe mostly in pose, not so much in features, but he looks like he's not really that happy about being an extra. But behind them, I watched this time and I started watching the kid, and then I went, oh wait, there's more here, and there's like it almost looks like, I don't know, Big Boss from Metal Gear Solid 3 is like it's like slowly crawling up.
Oh shit, Big Boss was there all along. Are we actually watching the prequel to a sequel that isn't out yet, which will tie in even more Big Boss story of whatever? So that was the end. That was the end of my joke.
Well, it doesn't actually look like Big Boss, I don't think, but it has a very prone camouflaged aura.
Yeah.
I don't know
Uh,
if anything else.
no, I feel,
Because
I feel feel like my aura is pretty camouflaged as well right now. If you know what I mean.
You're doing a test in 2 days. How do you feel
Yes.
about that?
I feel okay. I feel like I should probably not have been spending my Monday evening watching and talking about Scorpion King for the seventh time,
Yes.
but that is part of what
The strategy.
yeah, it's part of strategy. But I was also gonna say that this is another part of this entire thing. We have to watch the Scorpion King. Doesn't matter if you die or if I die or
If I die, or
if you
well,
die.
if you die, who
Yeah,
would you name as your successor?
that's an interesting.
Or do we get to name each other successors because that's more fair?
Maybe I was thinking that if you died, that would be more of a hindrance to the project because you're the one editing and uploading.
But you could probably upload it unedited.
Yeah, I could. Uh, I don't know. Maybe I think maybe if you died, your neighbor would have to take over. I think for
Oh,
you, and you and
okay.
you and you and you can decide which neighbor I'm talking about on your own. Yeah,
Maybe you
I'll
can
give
have
you that.
both.
Yeah, sure. Maybe that's if you die and I die.
Well, okay, sure. Okay, so if we both die, your pick is both my neighbors,
Yeah.
and if I die, either of
Uh,
them gets to be. I think
exactly.
if you die, maybe I'd try to punish someone who is in the movie. So maybe Dwayne would have to watch it.
Yeah, you could get Dwayne actually. That's interesting.
And I mean, if you died while we're watching this, I could probably, like, realistically actually get Dwayne for one episode.
Yeah, because then it would be like some kind of if I just die off screen, that would be like, oh, that happened, but
Mm.
nobody would care. If I died on screen while actually, let's say I start dying while we're watching,
Mm.
and then I officially, like flatline, die, brain death during the podcast. That because then that would start to make for something that you can put into a headline,
Yes.
like guy gets coerced into watching Scorpion King 52 times in 1 year and filming it.
Nah, no. This is way too macabre. It has to be like uh, uh, man commits to watching 4,000 hours. How many hours it is? Hundreds of hours of Scorpion King, dies trying.
Yeah, because then
Then
it
we
will
can
be
get Dwayne, or
yeah,
I can get Dwayne.
then it's something that you can tweet about, uh, and then that will circulate a bit. There might be a news article somewhere, and then that can reach Dwayne, and Dwayne uh, might make a like an Instagram post about it, and it'll be like a picture of me, which is just a blurry screen cap of my webcam, and it'll be like Dwayne's little profile pic at the top is like, really sad to see a true fan pass away. Something
He'll be
something hot.
wearing a really tight T-shirt, like
Yeah,
it'll be.
exactly. And then after that point, you will reach out to him and be like, "Hey, Mr. Dwayne, my friend really loved Scorpion King, and he's such a huge fan of yours, Mr. Dwayne. So could you please come on my podcast and
We'll do a
before,
tribute watch
yeah, a
to
tribute
you,
what,
Scorpion King.
and so on, because and it would be really fun because then you would probably be able to record, the actual watching of it
Yeah.
also, because it'll be big content. And Dwayne, Dwayne would be so awkward because he wouldn't be sure if he was gonna be like, "Hell yeah, Scorpion King! This is the first movie I made. Look how cool and young I am. That's not my hair, by the way, and all the ants were real." But he'll also be like, "Yeah, it's really sad that your friend died watching this movie."
Yeah, then I can say what your favorite parts were, and I'd lie.
Yeah, exactly. You just make everything up.
Oh, he really loved all the flourishes, and
Yeah,
like the part where you hold the sword.
yeah, exactly. He loved all the belly dancer scenes.
Dude,
The
dude, Dwayne, Oscar was such a huge fan of how you like took these dark things and turned them into comedy, like rape and
yeah,
like necrophilia.
it was so cool
It
when you
was great.
told the sorcerer, when you threatened the sorceress that you were gonna, when she said, "Are you gonna rape and kill me?" and you were like, "Maybe I'll kill you and rape you after," and then did a little wink. That was really,
Yeah, he loves that part. Or
yeah,
sorry,
that's
he
part.
loved.
Yeah,
I haven't processed it yet.
I'm not with us anymore, so sadly, I have passed on.
Yes. How are you feeling, Oscar?
Uh, my emotional state is somewhat. I feel mildly irate, and but I also am glad that this watch is over. I
Mm.
felt like this watch was very. I'm not gonna say this felt like the first, like routine watch, or because
I think we
uh,
said that last time. So
yeah, exactly. And if I say every watch is going to start to feel like the first routine watch, then I think they're all gonna become routine, and then I think I will literally die some sort of brain death
maybe your
permanently.
soul will die.
Maybe I already did die.
Maybe this
Maybe
is
I'm
heaven.
maybe I'm a ghost. I'm just haunting this entire project now.
Okay, so
That's
you're feeling mildly irate, and
uh, well, a bit glad. I'll say I don't feel relief because this will repeat itself many
forever.
more times. But I'm glad it's over. So that's how I feel.
Oh, that's great. What
How
was
do
your
you feel?
favorite part of the movie?
Ah,
Come on, hit me with it.
my favorite part of the movie this time around was when Theoden King says, "Stop."
Where am I going? Stop.
Pokes his head out of the wagon and says, "Stop." That's a good part. I
It is
like that.
good. I'll go directly into my favorite part of the movie, because
Nice.
my favorite part of the movie is when Theoden King says,
Delicious.
Delicious.
I don't
That's a
even
good
see
part.
him say it. That was the best part of the movie.
Yeah.
How am I feeling? Um, I think I feel tired. I feel really tired. Spent.
Yeah.
I actually like. I don't know if you saw it, but I sat down for a bit.
I saw it, but I never comment on any acrobatics you do. I don't want you to get self-conscious about it.
And that's rare, I think. So yeah, I just feel tired. I just old. I feel like
Your emotional state is old. You aged
too.
in real time. You feel 80 minutes older.
Yes, slightly more, I think, even. I
Yeah.
realized I'm currently
That's
as
Dwayne. Yeah,
old as
yeah,
Dwayne
exactly.
in
You
the
said that
movie.
because you asked me how old do I think Dwayne is in this movie, and I said like 20 or something because I'm stupid and don't know how old people are. But then you reveal that he is 29.
Yes, just like me. Dwayne is
Just
just like
just like you.
me.
merely a child, a young bairn, as it were.
But the good thing is that I will keep aging, but Dwayne will stay at the same age.
That's true.
That is true. I don't have anything more to say, and I don't want to say anything else.
Me neither. I want to do something else.
Yes.
That's not this.